welcome back to the second part of this video. If you missed the first part where we picked up a nice little haul of Makita tools and Makita jumpers, we replaced this ceiling, we fixed it up, and now it is time for the setting. And after this video, you're going to learn how to set if you're a beginner and tape these joints and get it all done. Then a day after, we're going to go and sand and we're going to paint. So first steps first, mixing up some compound. We use a chemically setting compound. It's faster. If you have anything that's pre-mixed, it's going to take longer to dry, so just keep that in mind. You're not going to be able to do what we're doing today if you don't have to mix up yourself. This is 45-minute cornice cement, so this is very strong. It doesn't shrink. And if you haven't seen what these are a flexible bucket, really handy. If you can get your hands on one of these, it's super convenient for knocking these out. Back in the day, we used to have to bang buckets and give CPR on the back of the buckets just to pop the inside out. These just flex out, give it a wipe out with the sponge, and it's ready to go. Now when you're mixing, make sure you add a little bit of water first. You want to add the water first and then add the powder. Don't put the powder in the bucket yet. And you want it consistent like peanut butter. Toothpaste. Yeah, you get years out of one glove. When the mud is really running, you may need to use a pan. Ah, that feels good. This is a little bit on the wet side. And our little secret is, we have some plaster accelerant here. We're gonna mix this. You only need a little bit. Then that way, you can do the second coat with the same mix, and this stuff is dry. But we also use fans as well to help out with that. Okay, so first you want to fill the recess. Make sure the recess is fully covered, especially if you're using paper. If you don't have it fully covered underneath, that's where you're going to get a bubble. But we use fibafuse. It's thinner, it's stronger, and it doesn't bubble. And it's a little bit more friendly, user-friendly for beginners as well, I think. Even though professionals love it. Great for these repairs. But you don't have to, pre-fill so much. Filling these recesses. What I like about it is the hawk, with the hawk as well. If some drips off, you can kind of catch it much easier. And put this to the side. Sweet as. Then we got some fibafuse. It's flat, it's strong, works great. You want to line it up with the middle, like so. Firmly keep it in the middle of the sheet. And just push it in there firmly. Like so. In the middle. Like so. Like that. We're going to go around that. Stick it up there again. And there we go. Now once the tape is on, you go over straight away, you don't wait too long. And fill that recess right up. You can overfill it even, because then I'm going to get this bigger blade and take the excess off, leaving that recess nice and full. Like so. I get this blade and just come through firmly, just like that. That's good. Once again, load it up. Now, unlike paper tape, there's no front and back of this fibafuse that I'm aware of anyway. Not sure. Is that a real statement? Is there a front and back? I'm not too sure. So we're gonna load that up again. That's all the recesses done. Now I'm gonna follow Eugene around. If you're doing more work and you have butt joints, do your butt joints first, then move on to your recesses, then the internals. Now it's worth mentioning that there is little fiberglass bits in here, so you don't really want to breathe it in. Don't handle it too much. It can get a little spiky. Yeah, your bit there's got a bit of extra filling. Now remember guys, it gets 3 coats, this. That's about it. It doesn't have to be perfect after this first taping coat. But remember you got another base coat and another top coat. So it wants to be pretty good though.
Oh yeah, she's on that.
that is the second coat done. Look good. Now we're gonna have to sit around for a little bit and have this dry before we top coat. I recommend getting yourself a fan, like this one. Base coat has dried well enough. Now it's onto the top coat. This stuff is the pre-mixed formula. It's got a yellow tint. The yellow tint is just for, so you can see the difference between the base coat and the top coat. See if you missed anything. Now it's important to mix the compound. This is a bit old compound. It's important to mix it up so it flows better. It's easier, you don't have to beat it as much. We didn't do that because we're in a bit of a hurry, but you just have to work it a bit more and it comes good. That's the day done. We're gonna leave the fan on. We're coming back to sand this tomorrow. So let's hope it dries. Might have to use the heat gun in the morning, who knows. But we've just got this to undercoat, 2 coats of sealing coat over the top when we're all done. I hope that helps. That is like a breakdown of how to use fibafuse and taping, second coat, top coat, that sort of thing. And we're out of here. I'll show you around. See you on the next video. You want to leave these edges nice and thin, no sudden stoppages. Everything's still a little bit wet, but it's all done. Looks beautiful. That's all wet. I had to put stain block and Zinzer around there. So, but that's it.